seems all right, except for her hair.
Oh,
oh my God, Chrissie! Nice do, Chrissie. The doctor will be here soon.
Oh, I don't need a doctor. I don't know what all the fuss is about. I only knocked me back when I fell.
Well, you can't be too careful in your condition.
I've had worse than this in me time.
Yes, but not when you've been pregnant.
She's all right. I'm taking real good care of her.
Even so, I think...
It's probably just a cracked rib or something.
Now, that's several pains you've had at regular intervals. You could be coming into labour.
Oh, come off it. I'm not due for weeks yet. I can't be.
Now, are you sure you're only 29 weeks?
Nearly 30. Well, everything's going to be all right, ain't it, Doc?
I certainly hope so, my dear.
I'm not in labour, then?
You certainly are. I'm going to give you an injection to try and slow the contractions. And then we'll whisk you off to hospital and put you on a drip that we hope will stop them altogether.
I'll arrange for an ambulance.
Good.
Yeah, but what if it don't stop?
Then your baby will be born prematurely.
Well, will she be all right?
I'd be happier if you were 5 or 6 weeks further advanced. But I think she has a very good chance with the modern techniques that we have now. We couldn't have said that 10 years ago. Hello. Labour ward?
Elizabeth?
Oh, hello, sister.
Oh, don't come yet, darling.
I'm sending in a
You're too little. You won't make it. Oh, stay there, please. You're all I've got. God. Oh, please don't let my baby die. But what's it for?
It's just to relax you, Chrissie.
Oh, you're not giving it to me to take the baby away?
It's a muscle relaxant to try and stop the contractions. They are feeling easier, aren't they?
Yeah, a lot.
Good. Well, if we control those, you'll be fine. We can keep you here for a few days, and if there are no further problems, well, then your pregnancy should go full term. Oh, I must get home for dinner. I'll be in trouble. Goodbye, Chrissie. Mrs. Jackson?
Good night.
Funny old geezer. Do you reckon he's having me on?
Why should he?
Dr. Miller, he was okay. He gave it to you straight.
Why don't you trust Dr. Herbert?
Why should I trust anybody?
Oh, well, that's your problem.
I suppose I should trust B. Smith.
B? Why, what's she got to
It's
do?
her fault she sent the heavies.
B?
Yeah.
Well, even if you're right, why should she set you up? She wouldn't want to hurt the baby.
She don't care what she hurts, so long as she stays top dog. Top dog. Top bitch, more likely. Oh, if I lose my baby, I'll...
Now, come on, Chrissie, you mustn't get upset. The baby's got a good chance now.
Yeah, I know, but if I lose it, I won't have nothing. Not a damn thing.
Are you going to bring her up yourself?
Oh, yeah. She ain't got an old man. But that's better, see? No one to bash her up or drag her into bed.
You've got some very strange ideas on fatherhood, Chrissie.
Yeah, well, depends what you're used to, doesn't it?
I suppose it does.
It's just going to be her and me. She's not going to go wrong, Doc. Because I know what can happen. I'm going to be watching her. She's going to be pretty and clean and smart at school. I suppose B. Smith said that once. Well, still, it's her own fault. I'm not going to make the same mistakes. I'm not going to be on the inside when my kid needs me.
Now, there's no need to panic, my dear.
Oh, I knew you were lying, you bastard.
Now, the pains have started again, have they?
Yes.
Deep contractions this time?
Yes.
Intervals?
Every 5 minutes, Doctor, and the membranes have ruptured.
Now, listen, I'm going to examine you to make sure. Nurse, it looks as if the baby is really on its way this time. We've reached the point of no return.
Oh, what are you talking about, we? Oh.
If the cervix is opening, there's no way we can delay the birth.
It's coming?
Yes, Chrissie, but it may not be strong enough to make it entirely on its own.
You mean it's going to die?
Now, I didn't say that. It's got a good chance. What I want you to do is to try and relax between contractions. There's a good girl. Hmm? Nice to have you back again.
What happened?
Plenty.
You mean she's born?
She certainly is.
And she's all right?
Fine.
But I don't remember anything.
You were doped to the gills, my girl.
Did I get to hold her?
No, we couldn't let you hold her. As you don't remember, what makes you so certain she's a girl?
Oh, had to be a girl. Why couldn't I hold her?
You might have dropped her.
There's nothing wrong, Doc. Is there? She's not funny or nothing.
She's a perfectly normal little girl.
I'm gonna call her Elizabeth.
Are you? After the Queen?
Bugger the Queen. I'm calling her after old Lizzie. Elizabeth. Can I see her now?
Not now. She's in a humidicrib.
A what?
A humidicrib. It's a fine place for babies to be who've arrived too early for their own good.
Oh, I do want to see her.
She's resting now, and so should you. But you'll see her within 24 hours.
You're sure, Doc?
Didn't you tell her?
She needs rest, not bad news. Did you see the child? How's she making out?
Oh, it's still touch and go.
The lungs, I suppose.
Yes, if it survives, it'll have respiratory difficulties for most of its life.
Poor little beggar. Not much to look forward to.
Either way.
Well, I want to talk to you. Please sit down, my dear.
Oh, what's the matter?
Well, Elizabeth had a very bad time, you know, Chrissie. It was touch and go.
Yeah, but she still made it.
Yes, but she's very small. Only 3 pounds.
Oh, I knew she'd be small. She'll grow, though. Won't she?
Well, she'll have to have the very best attention to make her grow.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's okay. When can I take her home?
Home?
Well, you know, Wentworth.
Oh, yes. Well, she's going to need medical attention. Something far more specialised than Wentworth can give her.
Yeah, but I've got to look after her, don't I? I mean, I'm the only mum she's got.
Yes, but you don't understand, my dear. She has a severe respiratory problem. She won't be able to leave until that's cleared up. And you won't be able to look after her until you've left Wentworth.
She won't be long.
Was she any trouble?
No. Well, she's a little moody and depressed, and you'll probably find any small thing will upset her, but, well, that's a normal reaction, so you'll just have to bear with her.
Latham is not one of your normal patients, nurse.
Sister.
She's a murderess, and she has a record for violence, and there's a great deal of difference between a hospital and a prison.
It's going to be tougher on her because she has to leave the child here, that's all I'm saying.
She should think herself lucky. Prison's no place for a baby.
Ready? Right, let's visit Elizabeth, shall we? I'm sorry you won't be able to pick her up, but once she's out of the humidity crib, you'll be able to visit her as much as you like. She's so tiny. How do you pick up a little thing like that?
I don't know. I haven't had a nurse at her yet.
Oh, how are you feeling, love? I heard you had a little girl.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Oh, that's nice. When they going to let you have her?
Who's that for?
B. Smith.
Well, you can give it to Chrissie. Make Smith another one.
Yes, Mrs. Jackson.
Where is she?
The isolation block.
They should have put her in solitary and let her rot.
Oh, well, it's just as bad. And she can be in there as long as the governor wants. Look, she didn't mean you to get hurt, and she certainly wouldn't have wanted anything to happen to the baby.
Yeah, well, because of her, I almost lost it, and it wouldn't have ended up so sick.
Oh, well, you can't be certain of that.
If B. Smith hadn't sent her heavies to bash me up, Chrissie would have been okay. You know it.
Is that what they did to your hair?
Yeah.
You were lucky you weren't scalped. That's what she did to me once.
Gilmore, if you're supposed to be emptying that bin, do it. Catch up with you later. Come on, Chrissie, don't take all day.
I'm going to get her for what she's done to me. You can tell her that. And you can tell her nothing's going to stop me. Starting to get to you, is it?
Well, well, well. I didn't think you'd have the guts. But then you're still hiding behind something, aren't you, Chrissie?
All that time in hospital. Oh, I've been waiting to see you like this.
You'd have been better off thinking about your kid.
Oh, I did. I thought about it all right. And how I could have died because of you.
You got in the way, Chrissie.
A lot of women have gone to solitary because of you. All your heavies, you get to do your dirty work, whilst you stand back and let them take the rap for it.
You had better get out of here before I forget you're nothing but a sewer rat and put you out of your misery.
How? You're nothing but a big bag of wind. No one's going to help you. You want to know why? Because Sharon and me got it all sewn up, see? And if you ever do get out of here, we're going to be waiting for you. We'll probably start by giving you a short back and sides. Or maybe the silent treatment till you really crack. Oh, but it's the nights that are going to get to you the worst. Lying there all alone, too scared to open your eyes, wondering where you're going to cop it from.
That other prison you were in, is that where you got pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you manage that? Was it one of the screws?
Might have been.
You mean you don't know?
Of course I know who it was. He was a bastard, though. He was just out to use me. So I used him. I just don't like to think of him as Elizabeth's dad, that's all.
You had many blokes on the outside?
Oh, yeah, I've slept around. Most of them had to pay for it, though. That's what got me put inside in the first place.
Yeah, they always take it out on the women, never the men.
Yeah. Oh. Do you know, another second and I would have been a goner.
Let's have a look. Jude reckoned I was pretty good at massages.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's good. I reckon she's going to miss you.
Yeah. 2 years is a long time.
Chrissie Latham to see you, Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Jackson. Bring her in.
Sit down, Chrissie. How are you feeling?
Me? Oh, I'm all right, you know, pretty good.
Not suffering any after effects?
No, I'm fine.
Good. I hope you're continuing to keep out of trouble.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's the last thing I want these days, what with things being like they are.
Yes, well, that makes my next task simpler and far more pleasant. This is a letter from the department. They have approved our request. You'll be able to visit the baby.
Oh, really? That's fantastic.
Yes, I thought you'd be pleased. You have been granted regular escorted visits to the hospital until such time as she is removed from the humidity crew. After that, I gather they will rethink the policy in terms of where Elizabeth is.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yes, so you said.
Oh, but it is well, I mean, you know what I mean. How is she? Have you had any news? Has the hospital said anything?
No, I'm afraid not, but I think that's a good sign. We would have heard if she wasn't.
Yeah.
There is one other thing I want to discuss with you.
Yeah?
These visits are a privilege and must not be abused under any circumstances.
Oh, I wouldn't, honest.
No, I'm sure you won't, but I'm warning you. I shan't tolerate any nonsense. Is that understood? Thank you, Mrs. Jackson.
Thanks. Mrs. Davidson?
Yes?
When can I start?
Well, I think we could arrange the first visit within the next couple of days.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, when are we going to be let out?
When we think it's time,
Oh, what about if we have to go to the toilet?
you'll just have to hold on, won't you?
How did you manage that? Oh, ain't you got no nerves? I would have been shaking like a leaf.
You've got to know how to keep you cool, don't you?
That's for sure.
You know, you really had me worried there for a minute.
There's only one thing worries me.
What?
What we do when these run out. Somebody's going to have to pick up another shipment. Eh?
Sharon. Oh, Sharon, you're not being fair. You know I'd help you. It's just that if I get caught coming in here with drugs, I'll never see my baby again. Well, surely you must think that's important. Anyway, they're bound to wake up if they see Judy at the hospital.
Who'd see her?
Oh, I don't know, but someone might.
She knows what she's doing. She won't hang round. She'll just dump the stuff and get out.
Will she?
Of course. She knows the tricks from when I was dealing.
Well, where's she going to leave it?
In the loo. That's the usual place. It's time we were going.
Just a few more minutes, please.
I'm sorry, time's up. We have to go.
I have to go to the toilet.
All right, there's a toilet around here. Follow me. Just hurry yourself along. Don't try anything stupid. I'll be right outside.
I'm gonna ram this so far down your bloody neck, you're gonna sweep the streets whilst you walk, you bitch!
You and who else? Don't you want your supplies?
You're Judy.
That's right.
And you left the stuff there?
Oh, clever girl.
What the hell are you doing round here? Here, and why come the heavy with me?
I just want to have a look at you. I mean, you share the same cell with Sharon, don't you?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I share the same cell. Only because the screws puts together. There's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing in it.
Really?
Don't you want to see me operation scar then? Get dressed.
She's clean.
Of course I'm clean. If you'd have listened to me in the first place, I could have saved myself all these goosebumps. Don't I get a good night kiss then? If you change your mind, I'll be in the rec room.
Hi.
Hi. Anyone in the rec room?
Yeah? It's Pat and Sharon, a few of the others.
What's up? That's a good question, eh, girls?
Yeah. Where's the stuff?
What stuff?
Come on, kiddo, the stuff. The junk. The merchandise.
You're on the wrong tram, kiddo. I never made no pickup.
Don't give me that. You must have. You wouldn't have dared not to. And you got the stuff through, too. Otherwise, you'd be in solitary by now.
Oh, you're so bloody smart, aren't you? If I'd have had the stuff on me, I would be in solitary. They would have found it. I just had the full treatment back there, kiddo. Rubber gloves, the lot.
And they found nothing.
Nothing!
Well, they must have been getting ready to go home. Couldn't be bothered doing the job properly, but that's typical, isn't it? Yeah, right. Righto, girls. Let's look for ourselves.
Oh, help me. Please, God, somebody help me.
Chrissie!
Help me.
Oh, my God, what have they done to you? Oh, lie down, lie down. Here. Help! 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 Somebody help! Officer Williams! Officer Williams, I know you're there!
Morning.
Morning.
How are you feeling?
Stiff, sore.
Will you be happy to know there's nothing broken and no internal damage?
Oh, you could have fooled me. Even me bloody ear aches. What's the time?
Just on 6. Doctor's coming in shortly, then I think you'll be able to get up.
Back to the treadmill.
Afraid so, if Doctor thinks you're well enough.
Any chance of conning him?
I shouldn't think so.
Ain't she beautiful, though? Did you see her little hands? And those tiny little fingernails, you could hardly see them. She and I've got a good grip, too. Did you notice how she had hold of me little finger and she didn't want to let go of it?
Yes, I did.
Excuse me. Could I have a word with Miss Latham for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
It's not about me baby, is it? She's going to be all right, isn't she?
She's fine. Being as premature as she was, we gave her little more than a 50-50 chance when she was born. But she's proving to be a real little battler.
Just like her mum.
Her respiratory infection's cleared up amazingly quickly. If she continues to improve the way she has been, I see no reason to keep her here.
You mean I can take her with me? Oh, that's lovely. I've been really looking forward to it. I'm going to take real good care of her.
I'm sure you will.
Of course, you realise that depends on the department giving its approval.
They will, though, won't they?
Well, as I said, that depends.
The hospital notified me that you will be well enough to leave there shortly. I have applied to the department on your behalf for permission to bring her here so that you can look after her yourself.
They can't refuse, can they? I mean, I've got a right to have her here with me for at least a year.
Well, that right depends on several things. After all, your record is not entirely without blemish. These things are taken into account.
Well, when will they let me know?
Well, the department will probably require a psychological examination to assess your fitness as a mother. They shall also require a report from me on your behaviour.
You can give me a good report, though, Mrs. Davidson. I'm going to keep right out of trouble. I promise I will.
Well, you have to change your ways a bit, Latham. You'll have to keep away from some of your so-called mates.
Yeah, I will. Anything you say, Mr. Fletcher. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused in the past, but it won't happen again. Honest, you'll see.
I hope not, Chrissie. I would not like my report to have to go against you.
It won't. I'm going to be good, Mrs. Davidson. Real good. I just don't want nothing to stop me getting Elizabeth in here. I do like you.
Do you really?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, I'm glad of that.
Like you said, when I get Elizabeth with me, I won't be staying in here. You'd be much better off making friends with Judy again.
But how? Well, she's taken up with that new girl you saw.
Doreen? Oh, she's a silly little twit. You could easily warn her off.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
All right, then. Yeah, I'll put the wind up her.
Yeah, well, you keep me right out of it. I don't want to get involved in nothing.
She looked at me like a frightened cow. I reckon she'll be avoiding Judy like the plague from now on.
Oh, will she just? Who the hell do you think you are to threaten my friends?
At least it made you talk to me, instead of just ignoring me. I knew you couldn't ignore me for too long.
I'll teach you to interfere in my life, you slut!
Oh, leave her alone! No, you didn't!
I got there just in time to see Latham bring a chair down on Bryant's head. Bryant was knocked unconscious.
How badly hurt is she?
I don't know. The nurse is with her now.
It's a great pity you didn't listen to my warning about keeping out of trouble, Chrissie. I had asked to see you because I had good news. The department has approved your request to have your baby with you. But now...
She won't believe me. You go in there and tell her what happened.
That's enough, Latham.
Sharon, they won't let me have my baby. Now you tell her
Let
what
go
happened.
of her, Latham.
Oh, Sharon,
Come
please.
on.
I was only trying to help you. Now
it's all
tell her
right,
what
Nick.
happened.
Take her back to her cell.
Okay, come on, Latham.
You wait there, Gilmore.
Sharon,
Come on.
that kid's all I've got.
I'm not impressed,
You
Latham.
tell her.
And Gilmore's got her own skin to think of.
Oh, you wouldn't be impressed, would you, you dried up old sow?
They just started fighting.
Over what?
Over me.
You mean you had nothing to do with it?
Judy came in. She was jealous. Told Chrissie to leave me alone. Chrissie told her to bug off, said we didn't want any trouble. They started to argue. Judy shoved her. That's when Chrissie picked up the chair, not thinking.
Do you really expect me to believe this?
It's what happened, Mrs. Davidson.
Well?
I told Mrs. Davidson. She didn't believe me.
Oh, like hell you told her. If they take my baby away, Sharon...
I told her. Anyhow, it was your own fault.
My fault? I was only trying to help you. Oh, get lost or so help me.
What are you going to do? Beat me up? Spend some more time in solitary?
You're not bloody worth it.
I told Mrs. Davidson that me and Judy were fighting. And that you tried to stick up for me.
You're a liar.
All right. I told her that you and Judy were fighting. I did it for us. Your baby would have come between us, Chrissie. And I love you. I do.
Well, get this. The only thing I care about is my baby.
Hello, Chrissie. Don't give up hope yet. Here, try to eat something.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
Sharon, could I see you for a minute?
Nearly time for muster. I went to Mrs. Davidson, told her the truth about this morning. Cost me 2 weeks' privileges. But she might let you keep the baby. Honest, Chrissie. Can't we be friends?
You're a bloody liar.
So I have decided to give you a chance. You can keep the baby for the moment. But I must add that I do have misgivings after this morning.
I won't let you down, Mrs. Davidson. Having Elizabeth will make all the difference in the world.
You will be notified as soon as Elizabeth is cleared by the department.
How long do you think it'll take?
Not long. I've asked them to expedite it.
Thanks ever so much, Mrs. Davidson.
You don't give a bugger about what happened between us, do you?
This ain't much, but I've always liked it.
Well, well, well. So today's the big day, eh?
Yeah. Dave hasn't said when, but I'm hoping.
Always keep these doors locked?
Yeah, but don't worry, love. I'm working on it.
You all packed and ready?
Oh, yeah. They just got to say the word.
Wonder what it was that made Mrs. Davidson change her mind.
Sharon told her what really happened yesterday. Must have helped.
You mean Sharon did what she should have done in the first place?
Come on, Bea. She did the right thing in the long run.
I beg your pardon?
All right, let's go.
Oh, Chrissie, isn't she beautiful?
Yeah. She's not bad for a first attempt, is she?
She's tiny.
Oh, I know, but you should have seen her when she was first born. She's doubled her weight. She was real scrawny then.
Does she look like her father?
She looks like all of them.
Come on, Chrissie, we better move you into your new home. Bye-bye, kid. Good luck.
Bye, Chrissie.
Bye-bye, love. Bye. Oh, what do you know? Looks like Latham might be human after all.